What's up, guys? So before I just jump in and start breaking down a trade, I really want to give you guys some context. I really want to just share my journey a little bit and show you guys what's possible if you decide to not give up on yourself. I remember watching videos just like this and imagining wow, what if one day that could be me? And I'm sitting here today telling you guys my story. And so I really just want this to be a testimony to what you are capable of if you just decide to never quit. Because there was a time where I felt completely lost, so unconfident in myself, lost so much money that I almost gave up. But I just remember sitting in my room and thinking to myself, I'm meant for so much more than just my job and doing the same thing every single day, that I decided that I was going to master it no matter what. Unfortunately, trading is not some easy magical path. It will test you, it will challenge you to overcome things in yourself, it will require you to be extremely patient, extremely disciplined, but it honestly is a really good way to kind of start self-growth as well. To face your ego, you have to face your doubts, you have to face your fear of failure, and you have to not give up. When you put your mind to something, you can truly master it, whether it's trading or not. It could be content creation, fitness, business, nursing school, real estate, but it really is all about just becoming a person who is going to finish what they start. And if you're watching this, maybe you're at a point where you're tired or you're just confused or you're kind of lost in your journey as a trader. And I want you to remember that making over $1,000 in a few minutes or over 20K in 1 week was not the start of my journey, and that it was when things finally clicked after months and years of working towards my goal. So actually breaking down this trade, I want you guys to recognize these high volume nodes versus kind of like this low volume node area, where there's just not a lot of transactions happening. And so right on the open, we got this huge wick up, and then obviously ended that 1 minute candle way lower. And so what this is telling me is that buyers tried to take control. Remember that at 9:30 the market happens on an auction, and so there's an auction of queued up orders that all get placed at one time and they all match up together, and that is why there's so much volume that happens at 9:30. And so basically buyers tried to take control of this high volume node, this point of control here that was happening overnight, and they were not able to. And so it was obvious that sellers were going to be in control, at least for the morning. And so we waited for a better entry here where, we maybe got some buyers able to kind of give us that little pullback to get a good entry on some shorts here. And then we were able to enter in some shorts after order flow indicated that, sellers were obviously in control, placing our stop loss just above these kind of, I guess you could say, this pullback zone, basically signifying that if we were able to break structure to the upside here, then we were probably going to keep moving up. And so obviously we wanted to be out of those shorts before that. Then we basically flew through these lower volume nodes here and basically took profits at this higher volume node, where we were able to see on the order flow book map that buyers were taking control of this zone. And it's obvious that they did, and we did get a little bit of kind of retracement back to that VWAP. And now I like to kind of categorize trades in 3 different ways. There's going to be continuation trades, breakouts, and reversals. And this I would clearly signify as a continuation trade, and that is because we waited for a little bit of a retracement on this already evident continuation. And so it was obvious that sellers were in control, and we were just trying to catch a pullback so that we could enter into some shorts. So basically we are already trending downwards, and we just are trying to catch a little bit of a pullback to catch that, and that is why it is considered a continuation trade. And so what I can kind of do is show what this really looks like here. And so what we're going to do, I'll just do this. We'll just mark out some lines here. Let me draw these out. I think this will make it easier if I just draw them out. All right, we'll start with continuation trades, since this is what this one was. What a continuation trade might look like is this, where you're having, we're calling these like key levels here. So these are going to be key levels of inflection where we think that, buyers are going to be in control or sellers are in control, and then we're going to get a movement to the downside or the upside. And so a continuation trade is going to be something like this, where we've already broken through where we think price is going. So now we've already broken through, the breakout has already happened, and we're waiting to continue on an entry to the downside. So we might look for something like this, where we get a small pullback and then we go short from there. And so that's exactly what happened on that trade that we just recapped, where then we actually take a short position from there and we go to the downside. So the breakout has already happened, but we're going to go short. Now, a breakout trade would kind of be something similar, except we actually catch the initial breakout, where this is what happens. Maybe we get some consolidation here, and we actually go short. Oh my gosh, sorry. And we actually go short from here. This is going to be a typical breakout trade. A continuation trade is where we've already had the breakout, we catch it on a pullback or a retracement. The breakout trade is where we're actually going for the straight breakout. We haven't had it yet. It hasn't happened. And then a reversal is going to be kind of the opposite of both of those, where we're hitting this level and then we're actually going long to the upside like this. We're off that level, we're going long, and we're going for a reversal off this level. These can all happen in the opposite direction as well. You can have continuation trades to the upside, you can have reversal trades to the downside, and you can have breakout trades to the upside as well. But that's kind of how I like to categorize the 3 different trades that I am looking for. And so looking back at the trade from Friday, we can see that this is a continuation trade, because what happened was we basically had this spike in the morning, and then we had this breakout already below the point of control, and then a retracement, and then a kind of fallout to the downside, I guess you could say. And so we caught this on a continuation. We did not catch the initial breakout, but we caught it on the continuation. And so I just kind of wanted to show you guys what I'm looking for in those trades, and kind of what those 3 types of trades really actually look like. If you watch this all the way through, thank you so much, and I hope this lights a spark inside of you that shows you what really is possible, even in just a 2-minute trade. And I'm honestly proud of you for being here and even consuming this kind of content. And if you're interested in joining me in my free course, the link is in the description, and I hope to see you inside.